How does my voice sound? If I could see, I would enjoy it, but I can't. Can you give me a minute notice? Oh, I didn't realize that. So we're going to begin any moment. We are going to begin. Hi, my name is Marty Carls, and I am a prayer chaplain here at Unity San Francisco. It is so wonderful to be back this week. As I mentioned last week, Reverend Elizabeth, wonderful Reverend Elizabeth, is taking a sabbatical for the summer, and she will be back, and we love her so much. And I will be switching off with David Cooperberg, another prayer chaplain and licensed Unity teacher in facilitating meditation, which, as I mentioned last week, for me, is actually medication. And it really does soothe me, relax me, facilitate being in the moment, and bring joy to my life. Last week, we had a focused meditation on peace, peace within and peace around the world. And some of us focused on that throughout the week, acknowledging the pre-existing condition of peace in our life and celebrating it throughout the week. This week, the focus meditation will be on joy, the joy within and the joy that we have the opportunity to share with so many other people. I'm going to read a segment from the Daily Word, publication from Unity, and we'll have the silent meditation. And then if anybody has any questions or comments, I will open it to that. It's your choice. So if you're comfortable, take a deep breath, closing your eyes, peeking if you wish. It's perfectly okay. And embracing this moment, knowing that in this moment, all is happening and all is wonderful and all is joyful. Through this joy from within, this joy that surrounds us, the joy that we share and that joy that we receive. So important, the joy that we receive. We continue the breath of life, the breath of love, the breath of energy, the breath of spirit. And I am going to, from this edition of the Daily Word. Read a segment on joy and see if it applies to you. Letting in the breath of joy, and letting out anything that interferes with the beautiful breath of joy and the beautiful experience of joy. I infuse laughter, dance, and song into my day. It's easy to get caught up in seriousness of life, so I make a point of doing things that bring joy. I become a natural conduit of happiness for others when I remember that joy is my natural state of being. I'm going to repeat that. I become a natural conduit of happiness for others when I remember that joy is my natural state of being. Life is intended to be joyful. It's easy for me to focus on everyday tasks or the seriousness of worldly news. Yet I am not here on this earth to be somber. I am a messenger of joy. I am a messenger of joy, and the joy of Spirit is moving through me. I am a messenger of joy, and the joy of Spirit is moving through me. I feel free and light, and I express joy without censor. Today I free myself to do things that bring me joy. Today I free myself to do things that bring me joy. As I express myself in these ways, I also become a conduit of joy for those around me. So I not only receive joy, I give joy, and it's like a revolving door. The sense of joy is always available. My joy is contagious. I give thanks to God, to energy, to spirit, to nature, to light, to love, for joy, this natural state of being. I commit living to joy every single day. And I'm going to repeat that. I commit living to joy every single day. Just a few more comments before we go into silence. Joy can be experienced any day. For some of us, it's on our birthday. And there's a person who brings so much joy to me and to so many others who's celebrating a birthday today. I won't mention her name because it's her choice to do it if she wishes. But I am so blessed to have this person in my life, have this person in such joyful, robust, wonderful ways celebrating her birthday today with all of us. And I wish her a peace and joy and health and love and light, not just on her birthday, but every single day. Yes. And we're going to begin the silent portion of this meditation. Staying with the healing power of joy, the healing power of peace, the healing power of now. Staying with the breath, any chatter in the mind, acknowledging it, and lovingly, joyfully put it on the shelf, returning to the breath. May there be continued peace and joy and health and love and light in our lives. And may we share this peace and joy, health, love and light with people that we love, and particularly with people that we find it a challenge to love. And may this peace and joy, health, love, and light travel around the earth. And so it is. Amen. And at this point, we do have a few more minutes. If anybody would like to share their experience in this moment, particularly if they wish to focus on the joy of the experience or anything that comes up or has come up for them. And I love you just as much as if you choose not to share anything. Taking it with you for the rest of this week, the joy of this experience, and knowing that is always available to you, within you, around you, and a dear part of you.
Good, Mr. Marty.
I'm sorry, who is that? I cannot tell. I apologize.
Yes, this is Dave.
Oh,
Got a
wonderful David Cooperberg, prayer chaplain extraordinaire, licensed Unity teacher, and as he says on his machine, unlicensed human being. Yes, Dave, how may we serve you?
with a little spice on the side. Yes, joy was a wonderful topic to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, Jeannie. Yeah, I'm not using the video right now because Helen's giving the talk at another Unity right now. And I don't have bandwidth. Oh,
Mm. Mm.
really?
And you were,
We appreciate your presence, Gene.
yes.
You are quite a light.
Hmm. And you are the light and the love and the energy and the spirit and the joy. And may it continue with you, around you, and with and for your family as well. Yeah, you're so loved here. Hopefully, yes.
Perhaps this week. Okay. We got Nancy's ceiling. That's okay. I'll see you all later.
David, just continue the conversation. It's wonderful. I love the two of you. Yes, yes, Connie.
I just wanted to give my condolences to Jean and the family, and to say I have to give the message on giving today, and it's so wonderful that I could have this uplifting experience before it all. So thank you, everyone.
Are people able to hear Connie? Connie, would you like to come up and say that into the microphone? Or okay, yes. Because Connie has such wisdom and heart connection and love. I really want to hear it again. Thank you.
Okay, you can hear it now? Oh.
If you're comfortable, you're welcome to come up here.
Yeah. I just want to say my condolences to you, Jean, and I have to give the talk on giving today, and it was so important for me to have an uplifting experience before I get in front of everyone. So thank you, Marty. And I'm not going to say I'm the birthday girl too. So.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Connie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, and I share it with Katie.
Ah, and Katie, yes. Connie and Katie seem too young to have a birthday. Well, we've just completed our meditation for today. Look forward to meditating with you next week. And again, may there be continued peace and joy, health, love and light in our lives. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Marty. Fabulous. I was with you in my office.
Oh, lovely. Are we still on, by the way?
The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me walk by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth is like music. All the sounds of the earth is like music. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome. This is a little bit. Good to go. Hi there, everybody on Livestream. It is so wonderful to have you in the house. And is that a shot of the house we have too? Yay, I was seeing on the live stream. Good, thank you. Welcome to everybody who's following us online. As I was just telling everybody here in the room, I am back from vacation and I am so excited to be with you. We have an incredible service for you today. We have Tyler Kruger with us here today.
Good morning, everybody.
We have Katie Birchie here to sing for us. And more about that in a minute. We have Cleo here to sing for us, and a lot of our wonderful, wonderful music team and our incredible band. Let's give them a hand. I'll introduce them later, but if you're here for the first time, welcome to Unity San Francisco. We are delighted that you have joined us here today. And Unity San Francisco has existed for 102 years now.
Yes.
This month,
Right.
102 years. Can you believe it? 2 years ago, we had our centennial here
Yeah.
in this space. It was the first time we opened this
Yep.
space.
Centennial at our new building right here.
Right here.
here,
It's
yeah.
like refurbishing this building for a new century. So in that time, Unity teachings and Unity prosperity, healing, and Unity prayer have been changing the lives of people all around the world.
Including me.
And me here too. We have some guests who are joining us here in a minute. I was just talking to them downstairs that came from my minister in Washington, D.C., who used to be in New York City, Paul Tenalia, who used to run this center in the 90s.
wow,
He was the senior
that's
minister
right,
here.
yes.
And he was the minister who bought the Bush Street location and moved them to Bush Street before he moved on. And then, so serendipitous that I was here
Yes.
as we bought this building and moved here. So life is connected in so many ways. And the teachings of Unity, as we'll talk about later, are ways to help navigate and rise above circumstance
Yes.
and live the life you're here to
How
live.
to make clearer choices from a place of knowing.
In a place of knowing and understanding.
Yes, yes.
And the two are kind of interesting together. So I'm going to invite you to get comfortable. I'm going to invite Katie to come up onto the platform, and we'll start today's service with music. So. I invite you to get comfortable, to allow the chair to hold you, to allow my voice to become part of your meditation, and to use this song as a way of recentering. It's a song by Ricky Byers Beckwith and interpreted by Katie Birchie.
In my pains, there inside my weakness is the seed of something greater in me, and the stars shining to remind us a seed will need the darkness to change into new light, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. In God is the gravity that holds it together. In God is the orbit on which I am standing. I see the stars and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds it together. In God is the orbit on which I am standing. I see the stars and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds it together. In God is such excellence. Oh, we see. In God is the orbit that holds it together. I see the stars and I remember to remember. God is my life. In God is such excellence inside of my pain. The seem to fail. In God all fade. It all fades into God. No mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. All fades.
It all fades into God. No matter what, understanding that that seed planted needs the darkness to burst open and create new life. That seed needs the rain, needs the change, that temperature, that oven that seems to be against us can lift us at any moment into what we're really here to be and what we're really here to do. So I invite you to open yourselves, to release and let go, to allow life to flow from where you are to where you're truly meant to be. Cracked open, vibrant, lifting yourselves up, growing towards the light, growing from the acorn into the oak. Life's journey may not be simple. Life's events may seem overwhelming, but day by day, step by step, inch by inch, we move forward towards the light. We grow in capacity, and we bury our roots deeply. This is the day that God has made. Today we choose to plant, to blossom where we are planted, and to grow exponentially. God, it all fades, all regret, all fear, all doubt, all worry. We let them go. We open our hearts and hands and celebrate this moment and the infinite possibility by saying, thank you. I am so blessed, so grateful, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, guys. So I have something to celebrate and to share with you, too. That is that bittersweetness, right? Katie is leaving us. She's moving to Louisiana, my home state. And so this is the last Sunday we're going to get to celebrate with Katie in person for a while. So I want to honor her. And everything. For those of you who don't know, Katie has been the office administrator here. She's been the director of operations. She's been part of our music team. She has been soloist. She's worn so many hats. She showed up to us in the midst of our move from Bush Street to Page Street and all the craziness that ensued, and she stayed. And she is doing what we're going to talk about today, following the call of Spirit to where she's supposed to be and trusting that her good is there. And we know it is. And that wherever she goes, the divine is going to make her blossom. So we've got some great songs for Katie to sing for us today that are going to exemplify that. And also, just a little aside, yesterday was her birthday. Today is actually today. And Connie's is today. Whoa, happy birthday, Katie. And with that, I give you Tyler.
Such a moment of love. If there is anything on your heart, one of the things that we love to do is hold that place of prayer in a positive way to affirm the good. Like Ken was saying, to plant the seed, set our intentions, and then to blossom and to agree with one another that we are already that divinity arising as we set our intentions and as we make our choices. So there are different ways to meet with the prayer chaplain, to submit a prayer request. You can go to our website. You can tell us a prayer request in that way. The prayer chaplains are notified. We hold that sacred space with you and for you. But also, when you're here in the sanctuary in person, you can meet with the prayer chaplain right after service, just to agree together and to affirm the seeds you are planting and blossoming in and as each of us right here and now. So thank you just for practicing with us, connecting with the tool of affirmative prayer. Now also, we're getting ready for our first community song, and so whether you're here in the sanctuary or at home on Livestream, I invite you, as right after this song, we're going to have a moment of meeting and greeting, of sharing love. Here in the sanctuary, we ask you just to check in with your friend if they're comfortable with how much distance they would like, but also if you're watching us online, that during the song is your opportunity to log into the Zoom room. You go to our website, you click on Spiritual Salon, you get into the Zoom room, because right after this song, we're going to have that exchange of love. And when you're viewing with us live, stay in the Zoom room for a more interactive Sunday experience. So now, I invite you to stand as you're willing and able. Let's lift our voice with faith and with energy. Let's sing together, Unwritten.
Read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
Stay standing and to greet each other with a wave, a handshake, or a hug, respecting everybody's distance, and say hi to our people on Zoom. Hello, our friends in our interactive meet and greet on Zoom. Mwah, mwah. It's good to be back. It's good to see all your faces. Mwah, mwah. Yay. Oh, look, Ganella. Hi, sweetheart. To Tyler.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all that delicious sharing of love, of happiness, of joy. It's so good to be back in the building. God bless us over the past year and a half, but here we are again, right where we're supposed to be. We always invite everybody to receive and to be enriched and inspired, and when you're ready to give, with intention, with love, and with joy, we do our best to make giving as easy as possible. So, for those of us who want to donate of our treasure and of our resources, there's easy ways to give to Unity San Francisco, and one of those ways is just using the cell phone and texting Unity SF, sending that to 44321. When you're on our website, there's a button below the video. There's also links in the chat when you're on other platforms. And when you're here in the sanctuary, there's a little offering envelope in the chair in front of you, a little chair pocket. And you can give to Unity that way. We always keep track of that for your tax-deductible receipts. So just thank you for sharing your love with us. And we always ask one of our members to share why they give to Unity San Francisco. So let's welcome to the stage one of our prayer chaplains, Miss Connie Levin, to share why she gives. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Tyler. I really appreciate that. Good morning. It's good to see everyone. So last week at service, there were two things that really impressed me and personally spoke to me. One was something that Carol said. She said that I'm a long-term Unity student, and I am, over 30 years. I wish that was my age today, but it's not. But I will say that it was a gift to me when it happened, and it still is. It still is, but because it works. And the other thing that Alan said last week was one of the benefits of an OR experience is that it gives you a generous heart, and I really feel that that's another thing of why I give joyously to Unity of San Francisco. I'll change the word. I think the classes here are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I have learned more in the 4 years I'm here than where I was before, to be very honest, about embodying, really embodying, that's the key word for me, the 12 powers, affirmative prayer, the 5 principles, they all led to this heart. And I know that it's a journey to get from here to here. 14 inches was always told to me in affirmative prayer workshops, but I didn't understand it. It was like a different language, but I hear it today, and I practice it today. So I am very aware of how I pray and how my regular conversations are. I love this holistic approach to living my life, to realizing that and focusing on my wellness, not my illnesses. My wellness is my health and my wholeness and what I inherit here on this earth. And I've got a lot of the illnesses, but I don't mean it that way. What I mean is my limited thoughts or my negativity or my gossiping. It just doesn't happen when I'm aware and I take that step to be in my higher version of myself. Reverend Deanne always speaks about the beingness of this journey. And I have learned to have regular conversations and relationships using this higher version of myself. I'm not perfect by any means, and I have a lot more to learn. Yet, the magic of Unity of San Francisco is that it provides the balance that I need between my my metaphysical life and my spiritual life, and I'm so grateful for that, too. Reverend Ken, well, he always emphasizes that I own Unity of San Francisco. I am a member, and I have ownership here. And in that ownership, I can change what I need to give, or the three T's: the time, the talents, and the treasure. I can change it at any time, up, down, adjust, whatever it needs to be, because it's genuinely accepted. My decisions are generally accepted by everyone here. And lastly, I just want to say that I am in awe of this community. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Connie. Freely given. Now, we always anchor our time of giving and receiving with an offering affirmation to put that into motion with our words and with our intention. So I'm going to say it once, and I invite you then to say it with me. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Let's say that together.
I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
So it is.
So it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler. I'm going to invite our singers to come on up. And as they do, I want to talk to you about this, because may know, if you're new here, you may not know, I'm the abundance guy. All right? I created a course called Absolute Abundance. There's 3 of them now. I'm working on the 4th right now, which was going to be launched next year, because the prosperity teachings I learned in Unity transformed my life. Made me a performer on Broadway, right? Literally saved my life from HIV, and then created the foundation that have found my husband. We created a family, a home, 3 kids now later, and a huge new house in Marin, all because I started going to Unity. Right? I had the talents, I had the abilities, but I didn't have the focus and the understanding of how to navigate the world. And what I want to teach my kids, and what I want to teach all of us and remind all of us, is how to get through life at the highest level. How to get through the things that happen like COVID, how to get through the things that happen like a diagnosis, how to get through the things and stay focused on what you're really here to do, who you're really here to be. And if you're like me, there are usually 2 voices in your head. So we have 2 singers first today to demonstrate sometimes what that battle may be. So now I give you Katie Birchie and Cleo Briggs singing I Can See It.
Beyond that road lies a shining world.
Beyond that road lies despair.
Beyond that road lies a world that's gleaming.
People who are scheming.
Beauty,
Hunger.
glory,
Sorrow.
never a pain or care.
You're liable to find a couple of surprises there. There's a song you must sing, it's a well-known song, but the tune is bitter and it doesn't take long to learn.
I can learn
That pretty little world that seems so bright, that pretty little world that seems delightful can burn.
Let me learn, let me learn. For
Woo! Thank you, ladies. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Let me learn. And the longer I'm a truth student, the longer I'm a student of unity, the more I realize I have to learn. That I can, at the drop of a hat, forget these principles and stop doing the practices that have got me to this place. And part of it, we're going to do a series on this. It's because the lessons that I talk about in my course, Absolute Abundance, and that we know and teach in unity are around for all of us to know and see and practice and do and glean for ourselves, right? They're the lessons of life. This picture of all these petunias are from my deck, right? I just planted a couple plants, and 2 months later, this is the beauty that I'm faced with every day, and I walk by it sometimes without seeing it, without acknowledging it, without knowing it. And there's more than one way. I mean, it's like I started walking around the city right up the street here, and the next block I was taking a walk, and this flower was growing over a fence, this beautiful Victorian house, and this incredible vine filled with beauty. And I was walking around my friend Mylea's house and ran across this wall of flowers. You know exactly where it is, don't you? Because it's like I turned the corner and it's just stunning. All the abundance, all the beauty, all the things that we can see but don't see, they exist. So I got the privilege and the honor of getting a vacation. And after COVID, I know we all needed it, right? It was like, finally I felt like I was exhaling. And JD and the kids and I all went up to a lake house up at Lake Almanor, which I'd never been to before. It's this lake up in Northern California. And the gardener who was taking care of the grounds came by one day and said, "There's a bird's nest in the blueberry patch. Go take a look." And this is what was in the blueberry patch. The morning we left, I snapped this picture, and the kids and I watched every day as these birds grew. And when we'd come by, they think we were their parents coming to bring them food. And this is how they'd react. And what a gift of abundance, of just pure joy that I was able to provide the time and the space to teach my kids and to show them the reality of how life is created and birthed, right? And I got to remember it, right? Because it has been about survival for the past couple of months, right? And it has worn me down personally, but also, it's also lifting me up because there is so much that has been pent up that is ready to burst forth right now. And what I call this moment, these moments are moments of grace, right? And when I mean grace, it's like unearned good, right? I haven't done anything in particular to earn the blessings of that vacation, but it's a cumulative good that comes because of who we are. We are divine expressions of divinity here in human form, each radiating our own particular good, our own particular light, our own particular truth, so that each and every one of us brings a special color to the fabric of this existence. And just by that truth of who you are, the specialness of each and every one of you here, you are graced with abundance, and you get to see it and participate in it. There is no thing you have to do, no exact words you have to be. You just need to open yourself to it and look at all of the abundance around you. You know, my son, there's an oxymoron. He's his own child, right? He has taught us that from day one. He is his own child, period. And I get the joy of co-parenting with my husband to make that little bundle a full-fledged human being, right? Make him an adult one day. And what a joy to learn that from an infant, right? rather than how I was taught. You had to do this to earn your good, to earn your place in heaven, to earn your favor with God. There is nothing that any one of us can do. There is nothing that you can do, that I can do, that any of us can do that could take away our divine blessing. Do you get that? There is no sin that you could do that could lose favor in the divine's understanding. And I don't want to say eyes because I'm tired of anthropomorphizing it, right? You are divine in expression. And all you need to do is show up. But it's so funny in our human existence how we lose track of that. And I lost track of it. As many of you know, recently Jay and I unexpectedly moved. Like out of the blue. We were Friday afternoon, we finally get the kids to sleep. We sit down on the couch at our home here in San Francisco. I open my phone. On my Facebook page, there's a house. And I look at the house, and it's stunning, and it's beautiful, and I hand my phone to JD, and he said, wow, we need to go see that, right? And it was a friend of mine, an acquaintance from Unity in Marin, and she was selling her family's home. Her parents had built it 50 years ago. And we went up that Sunday. I wiggled us in because we didn't have pre-approval. We weren't planning on moving. We didn't have any of the necessary paperwork, but I talked my way in, and we got in, and we saw it on Sunday. The next day, on Monday, they told us offers were due on Tuesday. We called our bank immediately. JD, as you know from his talk a couple of weeks ago, doesn't have a job. He's self-employed at the moment. We amazingly, in a day, got pre-approved for this new loan, and we put in an offer on the house, and by Tuesday night, they had accepted our offer, and we were moving. And we were like, holy, fill in the rest of that sentence as you will. Now what? And so we moved out of our house in 3 days, and movers showed up that Friday. We moved into an Airbnb, and they got our house ready to sell. It was crazy. And I kept saying, and I wasn't visioning this. I wasn't on my vision board that we had a new house. I wasn't holding this vision. This just was out of the blue. And then I remembered I was constantly sitting at my kitchen table planning how to make an addition to our current house. And we had taken a trip to Singapore about 2 years ago to do some work together. And they put us in this palatial suite that had this grand master suite with a king-size bed, wall of windows that overlooked the beautiful gardens, a lovely walk-in closet, and full suite. And I kept drawing this major third-floor addition to our house. I would sketch out where the bed would go so we could see the views, everything. And the house we just bought has a major new bedroom that we're putting a king-size bed in. It has a walk-in closet. It has a master bathroom and palatial views. And I realized I had been visioning it. I had been visualizing it. I was lying to myself, saying I wasn't. Because part of me believed, oh, well, we can't afford to move. Part of me believed the stories that it's too hard in the Bay Area to buy anything. Part of me believed the story that you can't get financing. Part of me believed the stories that somehow I had to do something different, or I had to have another job in order to be able to do this. Whereas the truth is that everything I do in my life is about helping others, right? That was what I've dedicated myself to. And the universe keeps a perfect set of books, folks. Perfect set of books. The good you give, whether it be in your time, in your talent, in your treasure, will always come back to you. It may not come from the people you give it to. I'm going to be really clear. That good may not come back to you where you give it, but it comes back to you because the universe, the divine, always has good for us. We move into this house, and I open the door. I walk in through the garage, and I open the front door, and this greets me. This little baby had decided that our front yard, which is on a hill, was its new resting grounds, and its mother had probably taught it that that's where they should be. And I was literally 10 feet from them, pulled out my phone and snapped this. And I love how curious this little one was, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go. What that little child did, that little doe and fawn did, was claim dominion. No one had been living in our house for months, and they claimed that yard as theirs. And the gardens showed it. They had nibbled it all away. But they claimed it as theirs. They staked their dominion, right? And we all can do this when we claim our dominion. Those flowers on my deck, the flowers up the street, the bougainvillea over here, the flowers around the corner from Elia's house are all ours for the viewing and the taking. This is your dominion. This amazing room. Look at this. We saw it. We claimed it. It's ours. No matter what's going on with the city and the permitting and the financing of all this, this is ours. We own it, right? And because we had the vision and saw it. And you can do that in every aspect of your life. See your good and claim it. Don't have to have title to it. Claim it, even when it's scary, especially when it's scary, is when you get to claim it. There's really, in our culture, something that teaches us that it's not okay to daydream, like my sketching of what I thought the house should be. Daydreaming is an important function of our brain. It's what the kids are doing downstairs right now. They're imagining what could be. But somehow, as an adult, we decide that we can't imagine our good. It's not a productive use of our time to daydream, when it's actually the most efficient thing you can be doing. Imagine yourself in the job you've always wanted. Imagine yourself in the relationship, even if you're in one. We all have the other level of the relationship we want to get to, right? Or the deeper level to the relationship we want to get to. Do you spend time in imagining what that would be like? In imagining who you'd have to be? Who you would need to be to step into that? How big or how small you need to get? How much you need to relax and let go so that others can shine? The daydreaming is part of the process that creates what will be. Because first it happens in here before it can happen out there. I'm watching that unfold in my life right now. I'm watching it unfold in Katie's life right now. I met her beau. I met him, and I talked to her about it. And every baby step she's taken along the way has taken her closer and closer to the life of her dreams. And the life of her dreams is taking her away from a city she loves. And that's the bittersweet part of it. But also the part that we have to do. We have to say yes. JD and I, it was simple. We said, well, we'll put in an offer. We'll see what happens. We'll just take the next step. We'll see what happens. And the universe kept saying yes, right? And even when the rubber meets the road, and sometimes it is hard, sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's scary, saying yes to life. Saying yes to the possibilities of what you really want in your core. How many of us don't do what we really want to do because we're scared? Or because we're scared of what other people will think? Or we're scared we may fail? So what? So what? Every step along the way, there is always going to be something to pick us up. Every step, say yes. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to your life. Be willing to take the risk, because in it is your good. There's a song that Katie's going to sing here in a minute. And in it, there's a line, if I can stop making her cry. In it, there's a line. She may just talk it. But in it, there is a line that says, when I remember that it was only fear and regret that held me down. That we can surrender to our greatest and highest good. That's going to be our meditation today. To hold the vision of who and what we can be. Hold the vision of the ultimate good of our lives or for the planet. Right? Hold the vision for the lives of this whole country. God knows it needs it right now. And have we been spending time holding the vision of a functional federal government? A functional city government would be nice too. But a functional government on any level, a functional medical situation for everyone in this country, right? An understanding of medicine so that all of us can live safely and healthfully. We get to hold that vision here, and that's what the unity teachings teach us, and what it calls us to is something greater than we are right now. I know it's true for me, that unity keeps calling me higher, keeps calling me to be something bigger than I think I can be, bigger than I have been in the past. And that's why I love my job, right? And I don't get to sit back. I have to walk the walk and talk that I speak here to you on Sunday. And I have to and get to and love to learn. Let me learn. I can see it. I can see it. Let me internalize it. Let me learn it. Let me learn to be it. Let's take that to our time of meditation. Katie is going to pull herself together and invite you to get comfortable in your seats, to allow this music to transport you within, and to allow these words to change you.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, there may be walls, there may be roadblocks on my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down.
Habit and regret that held me down. We can open our hearts and minds and let those go. Those habits that have kept us in the prison of what we think is. Those regrets that keep us from understanding how beautiful and how precious we truly are. That forgiveness that passes all understanding. Right now, in this moment, I invite you to let all of that bubble up to be let go. The fear, the doubt, the regret, the way of being that you know doesn't serve you anymore. And allow to come into your mind's eye that life you're really here to live. The interaction with your family and friends, the work that sets you on fire, vocation, advocation that you cannot wait to get to, the leisure time and pleasure that you have in every moment, the laughter, the joy, the love. See it, feel it, experience it right here and right now in this moment of bliss. For this is truly who you are. This is truly who you've come here to be. This being of love, light, and joy. And experience that being, that truth of yourself, right here in the silence. Be walls. There may be roadblocks in our way. But in this bliss, we choose to take the higher path each day. And we vow to live a life that's pure, rich, and free as we keep walking in this mystery.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
All right, thank you so much. That is so beautiful. And I have to say that this message and the singing personally really resonated with me. So I'm very excited to be able to take us into our spiritual practices for this week. And so I would like to invite you to take this moment to anchor the intentions and the principles that really resonate with you. And to do so, we have 4 spiritual practices that you can choose to take with you into the week. The first one is daydream with passion. Just really lean into that passion when you dream about what you want your life to be. Answer yes to life's possibilities. Yes. Claim your dominion. Step into claim your dominion. And then finally, hold the vision. There's also, I want to invite you you will have a spiritual connection card in the back of the seat pocket. You can check the ones that resonate with you. You can also add ones if you would like that speak personally to what you would like to add and hold for the week. In addition to that, you can also click the link on our website. And also, you'll notice on the card and on the website, you have the opportunity to check whether you are a returning member or a first-time guest. If you are a first-time guest, let us know, and we will send you a gift. So with that, I would like to welcome Reverend Ken back to the stage to do the blessing of the children.
A few guests first to welcome back to the stage with us. Yay! Come on, kids. And Milan, can you grab the mic there as you come by? Malaya, if you could help her with. Everybody gather around so everybody can see you on stage. Yeah, you see the band and you see your picture up there? Yeah, that's you, isn't it? Yeah. Hi. Here's mommy and daddy, huh? Did you guys have fun downstairs? Hi, sweetie. Hi.
Very much so.
What'd you guys do?
Colored, we played, moved our bodies and danced.
Oh, cool. Well, we were talking upstairs about visioning and holding the vision and daydreaming. And I loved watching them color earlier because I love the things that they draw and the pictures they create that are such a vision. Yeah, there's a butterfly there, huh? Oh, and there's Bunny, yes, on the floor. I got it. You might let him go get his bunny. I think that's what it's all about. Our child's, Joshua's stuffed bunny is down there when he was here earlier. Got left here on platform. So we have an affirmation for our children. For these lovely creatures and for all of the children in our lives and in our hearts, we have an affirmation that reads, "You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are." Yeah, truck, and yeah, it's okay. We love you exactly the way you are. So can we all know that together? You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. And so it is.
So it is.
Yay, did you guys have fun? Yeah. Okay, you want to hang out here with us, and we're going to sing a song here in a minute, and we can all sing together. Why don't we go sit right over there, and then you guys can sing with us, okay? Great. All right, Tyler, welcome back.
All right, just a few.
I think they'll do great on the Grateful song, Milan. We can all sing. We'll get right through it.
Just a few things to know at the end. Yes,
yeah.
We have a new part of our website. It's called the Spiritual Weekly Ways to Connect. It's ways to get engaged and continue the inspiration Monday through Saturday. So check out that part of our website each day of the week.
Yeah, and there is a prayer chaplain retreat coming up in September.
Yes, the September 10th through 12th, but also in August we're going to have a 4-hour Saturday prayer workshop. And that is led by Reverend Deanne, but also so Saturday, August 21st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's both going to be here in person and over the computer, so you can attend either way.
Right.
Sign up on our website. And then the retreat, September 10th through 12th at Mercy Center. Now, the prayer chaplains, this is how we renew each year our ability to be a prayer chaplain. It's part of our ongoing training, but you don't have to want to be a prayer chaplain if you're just interested in prayer. How does this affirming method work? Not the beseeching I used to do, but the affirming prayer method. Come and join us, learn more. Everyone is welcome.
All right. And the last is we have an affirmation, and then we'll move into our closing song, which is I Am So Grateful. But the affirmation reads, the affirmation, please. I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we know that affirmation together? I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality. And it's very funny about visions. I picked that picture. Doesn't that look like our view from our bedroom now, from our house? It's like so funny. It's not, but it looks like it. Talk about visions. Hold the vision, folks. Hold the vision. Our closing song, I invite you to stand as you're willing and able, and for you to join us at home as our music team sings I Am So Grateful. And kids, there's hand movements. I want you to do it with it. I'll do them over here, and you'll see if you guys can do it with us, okay? Ready? Let's see. Right, here we go.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Woo!
Is there music that should be?
Any? No, he's not showing any reaction. I'll text you, Lori. Hi, Errol. Mwah. It is so good to be back.